Hello and welcome. I'm waiting to make sure that the video is live. It still hasn't told me that I'm up yet, so sorry for the delay. And there it goes. Awesome. Okay, so hello and welcome. If you don't know me, my name is Cassandra, and I'm so passionate about empowering people to create their dream lifestyle by making online marketing tech easy. And today, well, it's not about online marketing tech, it is about your mindset. I wanted to share with you something that I learned at a social media marketing online marketing, whatever summit that I went to this past weekend with some incredible top online income earners. And one of those people, her name is Diane Hockman, and I absolutely love that woman. She always she always has something to bring to the table. Right? Even if I've heard it before, always can put a different spin on it. And this one was very interesting to me because each of these 9 principles that I'm about to share with you has played a role in my life at some point or another, whether I believed it to or not. So basically, you know, where your success falls, it's based on the direction of your sales. So no matter what business you're in or what job you have, the wind around you could be your friends and family saying that, you've got to put a time limit on your dreams, or maybe it's your job saying, oh, you've got to put in extra hours, or maybe it's your bank account saying, oh, you've got to put in more money. The wind's going to blow around you no matter what. But where you direct your sales is where it's going to take you. Are you going to just let it flap in the wind and go wherever? Or are you going to direct it in the direction that you wish for it to go, right? So these principles are just amazing. I'm so glad that Diane shared them with me, and I just want to share them today. First of all, say hi, Dyson. Hi, baby. So Dyson's here with me, so I hope you'll forgive me if he pops in from time to time. But the first one that Diane shared is the language of kings and queens. And with this principle, it's basically watching your words and making sure that you're not speaking ill of yourself or what your actions are doing. This is a lot of different reasons, right? Kings and queens, they don't really have anybody to talk to about their grievances, about the problems that they have. They just make it happen. They make decisions, they get the right advisors around them, and they make it happen. And their word, which is going to be coming up on number 2, their word is law, right? Your word is law. And if you do not follow through with your word, well, first of all, you're not somebody of integrity. If you cannot keep your word, people can't trust you. Yes, things happen. Traffic happens. You run out of gas. Maybe you get sick. And, people understand that. But if you say that you're going to do something, even especially if you're alone, if you say that you're going to meditate every day and then you don't, and you're like, oh, I don't feel like it, I'm going to do it tomorrow, you're lying to yourself. You're telling yourself that you're not important enough to take that time out of your daily life to improve upon yourself and to make your life better. And if you know anything about Dr. Joe, then you are already well aware that meditation can help not only make things more clear and organized for you in your brain, but your brain is constantly giving out and receiving frequencies. So you are attracting that which you think about. So if you are thinking, oh, I don't feel like doing this, well, why would the universe bring anything to you that you want if you're not willing to put in the work? If you're not willing to do what you say you're going to do long after the feeling is over, right? Your dedication to yourself, to your business, to your family, to wherever it is that's in your life that you have dedicated this to, right? So first of all, language of kings. Kings and queens never complain. Choose to manage your words, right? You've got to be careful about the words that you speak, because what you speak, you hear, and what you hear, it downloads into your subconscious. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that. And so it's a loop. So you've got to be mindful of your words. And if you were on the deep abyss tonight, you actually heard my challenge, which I will give you guys at the end of this message here. But you've got to determine how you're going to talk and what type of emotion and force you're going to put behind it, because your words are very powerful, which is why your word is law is number 2, right? And I just say that. So, it's okay to say no to people if you're busy, or if you just don't want to, or if, you should not feel obligated to do something just because, for any reason, right? If it does not honor someone, or if it does not allow you to keep your word or anything else like that, you've got to take a step back and say, hey, I can't, I'm sorry, I really would love to, but this is something I just can't be a part of right now. Excuse me, my dog wants to get down. So, yeah, so when you break your word, and I'm reading some notes here so I can stay on track. When you break your word, you're training yourself not to trust yourself. So, like I said earlier, you've got to follow through with your word. Okay, so you adopt the language of kings, manage your words, and ensure your word is law. So that's 1 and 2, right? Number 3 is I am a gift. If you don't believe that you are a gift, you will believe that you're not worthy, that what you have to share with the world, maybe nobody wants to listen to. But if you understand that there is a law that you are a gift, it's just how it is. That whole your vibe attracts your tribe thing, you're a gift to your tribe. Your tribe is looking for you. The knowledge that you have, the experiences that you have done, this is all a part of who you are, and your take on things, your explanation, your ability to make things easy for people. You are a gift to somebody, whether you know it right now or not. And they may not be in your life right now. Maybe they're a lurker on Facebook and they watch your videos and they're inspired to do new things, but they never like or comment on your stuff. Maybe the person isn't in your life right now because there's somebody that you're going to be introduced to in the future by the things that you do from here until then. Maybe it's somebody that used to be in your life but is no longer right now, but will come around, right? So you are a gift. And you have to believe this because it's true. If you don't believe it, you will constantly second guess yourself. You will constantly not feel good enough. You will find excuses to not make your word law. Okay. So that's number 3. I'm a gift. And something to help with that, is I'm looking for people who are looking for me. Okay, I think that's actually number 4. So I'm looking for people who are looking for me. So if you're in business, no matter what business it is, you're going to have a target market, right? For myself, it's network marketers, MLM people, small business owners, because I want to make online marketing tech easy so that they can focus on their business. Just whatever they got going on, right? But I also want to be looking for the people who are looking for me, who want my experience, who want to learn from me, who want to allow me to, take advantage, or not take advantage, take control of their marketing for them, because I have the knowledge, because I have the contacts, I have the means to be able to, if I don't know the answer already, to find it pretty quickly, because I have those mentors in place. I have made those strides already in my business to position myself so that I can be this gift for people in marketing, right? So, you got to be looking for people who are looking for you. Number 5, I come in service. This is a process that you need to understand, because if you are in business and you're only in it to make money, you are not providing a service. You are pushing things on people, and that's why people don't like salespeople. They think that they're slimy or whatever, right? And I'm not saying all people do, but for those that have that, it's because they've had an experience or somebody instilled that in them, that salespeople are just in it to make money. But if you realize that you are a gift, right, and you come in service to people, you will understand that you will make more money with the more service you provide, with the more information, and I can't think of the word right now, but the more that you give, the more you will receive. Okay. So come in service. Don't come at it as this is a way for me to make money and pay my bills and blah, blah, blah. Think of it more as, how can I be of service to somebody else? How can I provide that to them so that they will happily and freely give me the money that I am worthy of, right? So again, you are providing a service, you are helping somebody, you're helping them answer or give them a resolution. So number 6, I will be rewarded based on the value I bring. So that's exactly what I was saying. So value, if you want more money, you must provide more value, okay? Number 7, the marketplace determines the value, right? So if you have a program, let's say you've got a coaching program that you're selling for $297, right? If the marketplace does not find value with what you have, either you need to provide more value or you need to find out what the marketplace is looking for. Because just because you know what your business is and you think you know what your customers want, if you don't actually ask them, How are you going to know? Maybe you think that they want lead generation, but maybe they're more focused on something else, whatever the case may be. You're not going to know until you ask. So you've got to find out what your marketplace is looking for and cater to them. Give them the answers that they're looking for. Give them the products and services that they're asking for, that they're practically begging for. You've got to do your research, right? So the marketplace determines the value. Number 8, I am focused on principles and I use tactics to gain leverage. So what that means is you're focused on your principles. That these are my principles, that I'm honest, I'm a person of integrity, that I provide value, that I'm a gift, all these things. If you're focused on those principles, you're not going to be steered wrong. You may make mistakes. Things may not work out the way that you anticipate or even in the time frame that you anticipate. But when you stick to your principles and you provide value to people and you focus on providing service, being of service to people, it will work out in the end. So, and then I use tactics to gain leverage. Tactics could be anything. They could be marketing tactics. They could be tips and tricks on how to talk to people. When you try and go it alone, right? When you try and go it alone and you think that you know what's going on, and you don't listen to anybody, you don't get a coach, you don't do personal development, you are shutting yourself off from so much potential prosperity. Okay, if you are not leveraging the people around you, the knowledge that you know or that you could be knowledgeable of, if you're not leveraging that, you are basically starting from ground zero. You are not allowing yourself to learn from other people's mistakes. You are not allowing yourself to leverage that to be better for yourself and for your business. So you want to make sure that you're leveraging that with those tactics. And then number 9, last but not least, and so I'm going to wrap it up here and give you that challenge, is patience interrupting your treasure? And this was really big for me this weekend because, and I've got a couple notes here, that's why I'm looking. Is patience interrupting your treasure? Are you being too patient about your business? Have you been waiting and far too patient to get to work? Are you finding reasons not to call your leads? Are you finding reasons not to sit down and make a schedule and stick to that schedule and keep your word? Right? Are you being too patient saying, oh, it's going to come. I'm doing all my meditations and I'm doing all these things and I'm learning and I'm doing this and blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to actually implement. I'm not going to get on that camera. I'm not going to call those people. It's okay. They'll come to me. If you're doing that and you're being too patient, you're interrupting your ability to receive your treasure. Yeah. So something that Diane had said, is, are you waiting or are you too patient and not filling your wallet, right? So money is simply energy. It comes and it goes. And we all have the ability to make an impact on somebody. It may be exactly what you think, and it may not. The universe works in some mysterious ways. But if you have these 9 principles and you get to work on your dreams, nobody can stop you. The only people that can stop you are people that you allow to get into your head, that you basically put on a pedestal and say, your opinions about my life mean more than what I know I'm capable of, or whatever the case may be. When you accept someone else's opinions of you, of your life, or your business, you accept their reality. If they don't have what you want out of life, if they don't have time freedom or financial freedom or whatever it is that you want from life, why are you listening to them? So I just, I know that there's so much more out in the world that we are unaware of, and that's why I am around people like Diane Hoffman. That's why I'm a part of the Deep Abyss. That's why I'm a part of the company that held that marketing summit this past weekend, because I know that you can't do it alone. And if you find someone who has what you want and you do what they do, you will find your own success. So that's all I want to share with you guys today, was those 9 principles for your success. And the challenge that I shared tonight in the Deep Abyss is simply this. Again, use the language of kings and queens. Make sure that your word is law. And be wary about what you're saying. Be wary about the tone that you say it in. I have noticed for myself for a long time that I'll say stuff like, oh, I don't know that someone would buy my stuff. or I don't know enough to do XYZ, or whatever, some negative statement that I've made about myself, aloud or internally. Realize what you're saying, because whatever you're saying, internally and especially externally, you are seeping it into your subconscious, and you are telling yourself that you are someone that you're really not. We were all born to win, but we were programmed to fail, whether it's by the school system, our parents who didn't know any better, our friends who didn't know any better, our own ignorance, whatever the case may be. You have to realize that you are a gift, that you are meant to do something in this world, that there's a reason you're still here on this earth. Okay, graveyards are where there's so much wealth because there's songs that were never written, books that were never written, songs that are never sung, books that are never written, just stories that were never told and lived because, of doubt or fear or not enough time or whatever the case may be. So you have to be very wary of your words. As you speak them, you hear them. As you hear them, they go into your subconscious, and it's a loop that will manifest externally, because what you believe inside manifests within the world around you. I've mentioned Dr. Joe before. If you are interested in his stuff, please check him out. But he shows you scientifically how things are working, how your brain works, how he's even had stories about people who were able to manifest things in your life from nothing, whether they were able to manifest physical things or money. It's a thing. It's not a magic trick. It's not something that is expected. That you can manifest something that you expect. The universe doesn't work that way. But if you are constantly saying negative things about you, and you're constantly saying that you can't do something, or that you're not smart enough, or you're that not this enough, or you're just not enough, you are wiring your brain and your body to believe this is true, and so things will never work out for you. So be mindful of your words. Make sure that the words that you use are the ones that you want to use. If you notice that you're saying something about yourself that you don't want to be, put that in the past tense and then give the antithesis, whatever that case may be. Say it aloud. It may seem silly, people may think you're crazy, but who cares? This is your life. Do you want to be the person that you've been probably for the last 3, 5, 10, however many years? Or do you want something better? Are you working towards something better? Be certain that you are putting in what you want so that you can put out what you want. Okay, so choose your words and choose your tone. I know that I have a problem with both, had a problem with both. And something that I've noticed and that I've been told many times is my tone. I never intentionally mean to hurt anybody. If you know the 4 colors of personality, I'm a yellow first and foremost. I care about everybody, and I would never intentionally hurt somebody. But a lot of times when I'm really focused, either I'm in the middle of a process, or I'm in the middle of a thought, or it's just a matter of fact, or whatever the case may be, and I'm just right on, my tone is usually monotonous, and it might come off that I'm angry or that I'm frustrated or whatever the case may be. And when I hear that my tone or my words are not the way that I meant for them to come out, I've challenged myself, which I'm challenging you now, to change them. Again, I will literally restate my whole statement to change the words so that they are what I mean, and to change the tone so that they're what I mean. Because you may think that it's somebody gets this point across, but remember, 80 to 90%, I think, don't quote me on this, but 89% of all communication is body language. So if your body language is hold off and like, whatever, people, it doesn't look like you're really interested. So your tone plays a big part as well. So you want to make sure your tone is in the right place. And then your words, that's like the least bit that people actually pay attention to, but you still want them to be correct. You still want them to be an appropriate reflection of what you're trying to get across at that moment. So whether it's by yourself or with people that you're around, watch your words, watch your tone, and remember these 9 principles. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Cassandra, and if you want to know how I'm able to be around these types of people, please send me a message. I would love to share with you what I know. There's too much in the world today that the things that I know might never be known to you unless you ask. And I want to share what I know because I'm a firm believer that once you learn how to market online and once you learn what top income earners are doing for their businesses, you can do anything that you want to create an additional income online. Anything. And it's amazing what I've been learning over this weekend, over the last few years, that I want to share. And I'm just bursting to just be able to empower you to create that dream lifestyle online. So leave a message down below if you want more information or send me a message. If you're on Facebook, be sure to click on the follow button. I'm not sure exactly where it is. If you're on YouTube, the subscribe button is going to be down below. And if you're on my blog or my Facebook page, click on the subscribe button and you can get on my newsletter. So thanks so much for watching. Have a wonderful and prosperous rest of your night, and I'll see you in the next video.